What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to Salty Roots. It's Joe. Thanks for checking out another video. Wanted to give you a September update. We've had a lot going on. I know I didn't get a video out last week, and so just wanted to bring you up to speed on everything we have happening as a family. We've actually recently stumbled upon some land we really like in Noblesville, so that's going to be just a little north of Fishers, where we are currently. We've always wanted to build a home, never planned on doing it anytime soon, but with this crazy market and the land that we had found, we really fell in love with, and we kind of decided to pull the trigger and go forward. And so been really busy with that, but knowing we will be essentially relocating to a different city here in the next year, that of course resulted in some changes to the fish room. And so I have pared down to just one tank. The 125 is now my only tank. So you saw in a previous video, I did sell the Red Sea Reef for $350. And you'll see in this video, I sell the Predator tank, and I actually move those inhabitants over to the 125. So no worries, Pablo is still with us. And I've actually added a couple of eels, which is really exciting. And I want to show you those eels here in this video as well. So a bit of a vlog style video, just kind of a lot going on here between, getting rid of that tank, getting a couple of eels. And then what I'll start with here in a second is actually our last month meeting, the Indianapolis Marine Aquarium Society at Lewis's house. He has an absolutely amazing tank and a pretty crazy water filtration setup. And so I'll start the video with Lewis giving you a quick overview of his filtration system. We'll take a look at his amazing tank, and then we'll jump into some of the things that we have going on here. So as always, remember to subscribe to the channel, like, comment, all those great things, and let's check out Lewis's setup.
So seawater comes in the red line into the booster pump. It goes, water coming in from the city's 55 PSI. The booster pump pumps it up to about 80, 82. Then it goes into the sediment filter. And after the sediment filter, it goes to the carbon. After the carbon, it's secondary redundant carbon. Then it goes to the RO membrane. Then it goes to the water saver redundant membrane. After the final membrane, you got some waste that goes out to the waste. And then the rest of it goes to this first stage of cation. After the cation, it goes to the anion. And I have a redundant anion resin container here. So when this one depletes and starts consuming this one, I'll take this canister and put it here, refill this one, put it here with all new resin. After it exits both the anion stations, final polish with a mixed bed of resin. And as this depletes slowly, a lot slower than these, this is what depletes the most. Once it depletes all here and gets into here, I'll take this one and put it here and put a new one, redundant here. And then this controls back pressure for the booster pump, so when the barrel's full, it shuts off automatically.
So as I mentioned in the intro to this video, the eels don't last too long in this tank because of the upcoming move. I decided to break this tank down, and then as you'll see, I moved them over to the main display here shortly. Hadn't seen the snowflake eel in a while. I fed. Pablo ate, of course, as always. Zebra eel came out, grabbed some krill. And then I was just checking out the sump and the water level and noticed for the second time he has made his way down to the sump, which is why his name is Andy Dufresne. If you've seen Shawshank Redemption, he climbed through the pipes just like Andy to what he thought was freedom. So that's Andy Dufresne. He has made 2 escapes now down to the sump. As you can see, I have egg crate, and on top of this egg crate, it's hard to see, but I have an acrylic sheet across the top of the egg crate. Somehow he still continues to get in there and make his way down to the sump. So, I don't know, I think I am actually gonna put this snowflake in the main display because they do fine in the display tank. And I have a new sheet of egg crate that I will cover all 3 of these holes with, because I do have a wrasse in there as well, wrasse notorious jumper, so I need to cover it anyway. I just think I'm gonna get them out of there and put them into the display. Alright, so here's our little setup for now. Works. Covers it quite nicely until I can get a nice proper screen top for it. Ran out of egg crate down here, so I had to improvise. It's not the worst thing. I have the little, flap up here now. But again, I'll get a proper screen top for this at some point.
I jumped out. Jumping out. Oh, he's on Jack's back.
Holy crap, that was crazy. Yeah, landed on Jack, the orange cat back there. Literally at one point was riding Jack's back. Jack took off and he was on top of him. That was crazy. Pablo's the only one left in the predator tank. It's probably my favorite fish. I definitely don't want to get rid of him. So I think he's going to go back into the display. Now I know I'm going to lose some invertebrates for sure, but I can't part with them. And I'm going to get rid of this big 150 here. I'm going to try him in the reef tank. I'm sure immediately he's going to go after some cleanup crew, but let's see what happens. So that's where we are as of today, September 14th, and kind of what the future is going to look like. Hoping to move into that new home next July, I think is the projected completion date. You know, with a new home and building a new home, the basement's actually going to be unfinished. And so kind of open canvas for me, and, you know, what will be the new fish room over there could potentially, because, you know, it's unfinished, even look at, you know, framing in you know, the tank into the wall or something like that. And so I'll take you along that journey and, you know, show you a couple of clips as the, you know, build gets started and all that great stuff. So we will add a little bit of home building content into the channel, but as always, mostly saltwater. And if you want to check out some of the roots in the Salty Roots name and the planting side of things, be sure to check out our Instagram that my wife Kylie runs, and that's Salty Roots Indie over on Instagram. So we will catch you in the next video, and like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Until next time.